Hello, everyone. We've overcomplicated leadership. Why is it the basic definition of leadership has changed so much over the last few decades? Looking forward, shouldn't the definition be stable and unwavering over time in its purpose and intent? Proof and practicum have found their way into theory and application in leadership. But which of the elements are relevant? And which are the elements of leadership that impact lives? When we consider variations in definitions, and when we go back in time and we hit up the 1940s, leadership was focused on participants and particular variations in personalities and attributes. Fast forward to the 1980s, and people focused on the 5-figure model that included agreeableness, conscientiousness, and stability. Fast forward to the 2020s, and leadership is focused on building welcoming and inviting and mature communities that allow people to prosper. In peer-reviewed literature, leadership and management are considered as separate entities. They're not considered as one. They're completely separate. Some might say that leadership and its definition have evolved over time, while others might say that leadership and assessment of it have wafted aimlessly over time. Resilience of motherhood. The resilience of motherhood captures the essence of leadership. The core value and the core definition and essence of leadership is found in plain sight. For centuries, mothers have encountered adversity well beyond the strength of their shoulders. For centuries, mothers have raised children through wars, hardships, and transitions through sheer will and determination. The fearlessness and strength that have carried mothers through time captures the essence of leadership. One of the secrets to impacting lives is to understand how the mental adversity have been championed by moms. The advantages of motherhood include persistence, resilience, and emotional intelligence. Single moms with disabled children have encountered all kinds of issues, and they've worked through the taboos and aligned perceptions with people. Latina transnational moms have encountered adversity and provide an exemplary example, and under dire circumstances. Motherhood has shaped women that have been responsive and have been impacted by the Rwandan rape genocide. So one of the secrets to impacting lives is to value and learn from the grace and humility and resilience of motherhood. Passion, purpose, and core values. Purpose and core values provide a path for us to navigate and give us some direction, some meaning for us. Passion is that fire in that belly, that nitrous in our tank, the elements that fuel us and direct us through adversity. Purpose provides an ability for us to navigate paths and uncharted waters. So if we think about all of these cumulative things, one of the whole emotional ability to navigate this adversity comes from our core values and how we choose to navigate through them. Choose your core values, and they will carry you throughout life. They will never fail you. One of the secrets to impacting lives is to seek and understand people's core values, their passion, and how that illuminates their purpose. Formative experiences. Formative experiences come in all shapes and sizes. They start in our infancy and carry us through as teens and adults. They continue as recollections that sometimes support us and haunt us over time. When we think about core values, we can think about the experiences that have shaped us and formed us over time. Experiences include riding a bike without training wheels for the first time. I remember myself having a formative experience when I rode my bike down a sidewalk with my father following on the street. For me, that was a formative experience in independence. I had another formative experience when my dad handed me his ring. It was a ring that was given to his father and his father's, passed down to generations. And he gave it to me on his deathbed. That sounds cliche, but that's what really happened. He passed away a few weeks later, and I've never forgotten the wink in his eye when he gave me that ring, knowing full well that he was passing. We have to understand what people need. I met this homeless woman in her 50s one Christmas morning. She had beautiful, piercing blue eyes and crisp gray hair. I was struck by her humility and gratitude when she asked me for a small sum of money. I reached into my pocket and I gave her $100, something I'd never done before. And I was struck and impressed by the moment, and it felt like time had slowed down. She looked at me and responded, said, "This is too much. I only need $20 to get some food." Again, struck by her humility and gratitude, I insisted that please keep the money, enjoy something extra for Christmas. That was a formative example and a formative experience for me. I understood what people need. Now, I have to stress that she never lost eye contact throughout our conversation, which was really impressive for me as well. Learning from others. I had another formative experience when I bought this toy for my daughter. She was 18 months at the time. I proceeded to show her how to use it. So I knelt down on the floor, I set up the balls, and one by one, poop, 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 I showed her how to use the toy. I then gave her the hammer, but she put it down. Made me laugh at the time. She grabbed one of these little balls that fit perfectly into her hand and proceeded to use it in the way she knew how. My daughter showed me how to use the toy. She was 18 months at the time. That was an unforgettable, formative experience. One of the secrets to impacting lives is to learn from others, regardless of their age, their gender, their education. Be humble. Meet people at their level. We need to listen. I had another formative experience when I met this young homeless person living on their own with a very engaging personality and a sharp head on their shoulders. I always enjoyed our conversations. She was very humorous and self-deprecating in a proud way. She would sit on the edge of a parkway in front of a market and ask people for donations. They would respond and reciprocate with small change and small coins. One morning during my shopping routine, I saw her crying horribly on the side, and I asked her what was wrong. And she said, "I need 50 cents. Feeling guilty, I reached into my pocket and I gave her $5. She screamed at me. She said, "I don't want $5. I need 50 cents. So I went back to my car. I got 50 cents and I handed it to her. And she said, "Thank you. I need to call the pound. I lost my dog." Struck by that. I felt useless. I had failed. I failed badly. I failed to understand what she needed. I failed to listen to what she was saying. Instead, I focused on what made me feel good, not what she needed. One of the secrets to impacting lives is to listen. Don't talk. Don't move. Just stop and listen to what people have to say. Understand what they need. Following your core values. Our core values come in all shapes and sizes from all sources. For me, they came from my parents through deeds by exemplifying the value of hard work, compassion, and humility. My core values are hard work, compassion, and humility. They've served me well. They've never failed me in life. Core values provide a pathway for passion. Passion feeds purpose. Purpose with passion drives outcomes. Outcomes can be personal and interpersonal and professional goals that happen over time that give you traction. When you're caught in chaos, pause, go back to your core values and repattern yourself. Choose your core values well. One of the secrets to impacting lives is illuminating the core values in others, understanding their passion and how that passion drives their purpose and illuminates it. The overarching value of guidance. What if we were to consider the concepts of leadership and how they can help others? They can be very effective on their own. Now, what if we were to consider the concepts of management? They too can be helpful on their own. But isn't it a shame that the two are segregated in literature and in life? We're obsessed with compartmentalizing leadership and management. We're obsessed with separating the two. What if we were to consider them as one? I believe they are one when considering the overarching value of guidance. Guidance is timeless. It serves people from all walks of life. It's situational, like when a mom guides her 5-year-old and then instructs her 15-year-old to do chores, all under the same roof on the same day. In each instance, there are elements of leadership and management in play. One guiding and the other delegating, again, all under the same roof to capture unifying outcomes for one singular family. What if we were to consider guidance and allow it to empower leadership and management together, unify them? One of the secrets to impacting lives is to capture guidance as an overarching framework to help others along the way. Stitch leadership and management into unifying outcomes of guidance. So a few parting thoughts. So we've covered a lot about leadership, how to rebuild it, how to find places for impacting lives. Allow me to revisit them. Value and learn from the grace and resilience of motherhood. Seek to understand people's core values, how it feeds their passion and illuminates their purpose. Understand that passion feeds purpose, that purpose and passion feed outcomes. And don't obsess about outcomes with specific dates. Focus on outcomes over time. That'll serve you much better. And learn from others, as I learned from my daughter. Don't focus on age, gender, or education, and meet people at their level. Listen to what people have to say so you can help them more effectively. Use guidance as an overarching framework to help others. Stitch leadership and management into unifying outcomes of guidance. And lastly, one of the last secrets to impacting lives is to let go of fiefdoms. Focus on leaving something of value behind and strive to remember. It's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us and how we can help each other along the way. Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity. Be safe and happy during these unprecedented times. Take care.